Big thanks to Bespoke Post for sponsoring today's video. They're a monthly membership club that delivers awesome boxes of top shelf goods from under the radar brands, but we'll talk more about that in just a moment. Good morning, everybody. Silas back again today, and it is raining and there is a thunderstorm going on. It is nice out here though. It's a beautiful spring day. This is my first day back from the camping trip. Now, as you're watching this, the camping trip actually got posted a long time ago. I kind of posted my videos out of order, so by the time you see this, the camping trip will be long past. But today is actually the first day that I'm back from that camping trip, and I am hurting pretty good. I was riding my bicycle the last day of the trip, just messing around and going way too fast in the grass, and there was a stick in the grass that I didn't see. It popped up, caught my pedal, made me lose control, and I wiped out at about 20-25 miles an hour. So I am hurting pretty good. I hurt my leg in two places pretty bad. I bailed off the bike when I realized I was losing control, and I landed on my shoulder. So now my shoulder and my wrist and my neck are all hurting. So kind of a bad deal, but I'm okay, and I'm out here working. And it's starting to rain pretty good now, and it's looking like it's going to rain pretty good for most of this entire week. But unfortunately, I have too much stuff to get done. I don't have time to care about the rain. Now, I do wish this rain would have came a little bit sooner. Mushroom season's over now, and it would have been sure nice to have some rain like this last month so I could have some more mushrooms, but it's okay. Maybe next year. I checked the radar, and I think this little spurt of rain we're getting right now will be gone in about 10-15 minutes. So I guess while we're waiting for that, I'm going to tell you today's agenda. I know for sure I've got several things going on today. The first one is there's this deal called Man Day every year, and it's the last week of April, and it's also the same weekend that I go on my camping trip every year. So I've never been able to go to it. I always want to. But anyway, they've got at least 15, maybe 20, maybe 25 cars. I don't know exactly how many they have this year. They're going to be bringing those out. They smash the roofs and stack them with an excavator on a semi. So they usually bring in about 9 at a time. So probably at least 2, maybe more loads. I don't know exactly how they're going to haul them in unless they have a short trailer this year. I don't know. We'll find out later on that. But they're coming in. I've got another guy bringing a car in. And then I've got to get at least 2 more loads crushed. That way I can have 3 loads ready for later this week when I'm loading trucks. I'm probably going to go ahead and combine today and tomorrow into one video and just kind of put them together and show the most interesting parts of both days. And tomorrow I've got a bunch of antique trucks coming in. My buddy Skyler went and picked those up, and so they're not complete trucks, they're just parts and pieces, but it's still pretty neat stuff. He's coming in. There might be another antique truck coming in. That may be later in the week. I don't know for sure when that's coming. And then I've got to go look at another cleanup tomorrow. So we got a lot going on for the next couple of days, so let's get to it. Well, the rain finally stopped. A guy brought me a catalytic converter, and I realized I forgot my checkbook at home, and I don't have an extra one with me, so I've got to lock everything up, drive clear home, and I got to drive clear back. But oh, it happens. I do it all the time. That's what happens when you got too much on too small of a brain. And there it is, right where I left it. I got them unloaded. They've got another load coming this afternoon. But this weather is absolutely for the ducks. And it's not even duck hunting season, so I can't even go duck hunting. Thanks again to Bespoke Post for making today's video possible. They were kind enough to send me 3 boxes of their subscription service. The first box that we're going to open is called the Weekender. Inside, is a durable canvas bag with metal hardware and a leather handle. Now this is perfect for when you need a light travel bag. I personally use this for all my camera gear and occasionally even my laptop. This bag is made to last. I'm able just to load it full of my stuff, throw it in the trunk, I can take it to work, and you guys know I'm in a pretty harsh environment. The next box is called Beam. Now inside this box is one of the best headlamps that I've ever used. Now of all the items I got today, this is probably the one that I'll use the most. And so often I'm working in dark places, and while the light on my camera is handy, I don't always have my camera with me. So being able to have a variable intensity headlamp on my head to where I can go into places without carrying another light with my hands is just absolutely fantastic. It works great for me. And last but not least, we have chalk. Now this is probably the coolest of the three boxes. As you guys know, I enjoy cooking on occasion, so having proper knives makes that so much more enjoyable. And both of these have multiple purposes, so I'm able to save space in the cabinets. These are quality construction as well, so they'll last a long time. These are just a few examples, but Bespoke Post has many different boxes to choose from, and every box has around $70 worth of value included, but you get them for much cheaper than that. The box lineup changes every month, so there's always something new and cool. And what's really cool is that about 90% of these items come from small businesses, many of which are based right here in the US. Now what's great about Bespoke Post is you only pay for what you want. When you sign up, you'll take a quick quiz that lets Bespoke Post know what type of items you like and what you don't like. As you're taking the quiz, you can choose from one of three options. So let's say I'm not interested in this one, I'm open to try this one, and I'm very interested in this one. You just continue through the quiz and you select which items you're very interested in, open to try, and not interested at all in. Before your Bespoke box is shipped, you'll get a preview of what comes inside to decide if you'd like to 1. Keep it, 2. Swap it for a different box, or 3. Skip the month entirely for absolutely no charge. You only pay for what you want. If you'd like to save 20% on your first box, click the link in the description and enter Scratch20 at checkout, or you can go to bespokepost.com/scratch20. Thanks again to Bespoke Post for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back to the action. I just got done unloading Skyler. He went and picked up a bunch of these old trucks and beds and stuff for me. Pretty rough stuff, but there's a few wall art pieces and a few other maybe potential part pieces. I don't know. We'll kind of look through it real quick and we'll see what I bought. There's this pile of junk here. This cab is rotted gone. It must have laid on its back down a river or something. I mean, this thing is super, super rusty. Absolutely everywhere rusty. I mean, look at that. There is nothing good left on this thing at all. That hood doesn't go to this truck. This is an older cab. But the doors on this are pretty neat. I think they'll sell. I can sell those for wall art. I think I'll do pretty good on those. Not big money, but a little bit of money. And then the chassis that it's sitting on is a newer truck, like the 47 to 53 style truck. It's a half-ton. It's got the good frame on it. It's not rotted out anywhere. It's a half-ton short bed, I should say. It's got the running boards on it, and it's got the bed on it. The fenders are pretty rough, but it does still have the tailgate on it. Like, it's also rough. I'm sure the runners are rough, but it is a short bed Chevy bed. These are getting pretty hard to find. You can buy a lot of this stuff aftermarket, but the aftermarket stuff is never as good as the original. So there's a little bit of stuff there. I'm hoping I can sell that entire chassis to somebody. Then I've got this nose here. The hood that's inside that cab goes to this nose. It's pretty rusty down here. It's pretty rough, but for a wall hanger, I think it'll do pretty good. We'll look at that in a minute, but there's headlight rings on those fenders that will go on these fenders. Then last but not least, there's a door up here and then a bumper off of something. I have no clue what that bumper goes to. It was just laying out there, so he said to take it. Looks kind of like a car bumper, so probably something out of the 40s. That may just end up being scrap iron, but there's a door there for wall art. And then we've got this bed over here. Like I said, it's got these fenders in it, but the grill has been cut out in the middle, probably so they could pull the motor out easier. I thought about taking these fenders, pulling what's left of that grill out, and then take the grill out of this nose and put it on those fenders, since these fenders are in better condition than those over there, but the color doesn't quite match. I don't know, I'll decide on that another day, but I'm probably just going to go ahead and pull these headlight rings off and put on those fenders. And then here's another door that'll work for wall art. It's completely rotted out, it's no good for using. This bed here is probably in a little bit better condition than that one over there. This fender is not too bad at all. The other fender is a little bit messed up. Down there it's all folded under and mangled up, but like I said, once again, it's a short bed, Chevy bed, so I think somebody will probably want that. And then last but not least, well, actually it probably is least, this thing here is a total piece of junk. I got this rusty old cab. It just happened to kind of be there. I mean, it is rotted to nothing. It's almost as rusty as that other cab, but it does have two good doors that'll work for wall hangers, and then I can cut the back of the cab off and sell that as well. And then on the interior, I believe, yeah, it's got the chrome radio bezel ashtray. It's got the gauges in it. Those are pretty rough. They won't bring a lot of money, but they'll still sell. Just a few parts and pieces there. Whew, it is cold out here today. I think it's 36 degrees right now. Winter said, oh, hey, did you forget about me? I mean, it's May, and it's this cold. I think, what is today? May 3rd? Yeah, today's May 3rd, and it was 34 degrees when I woke up this morning. I mean, that cold on May 3rd, that's just unreal for around here. And it's supposed to absolutely pour down rain starting this afternoon and for the next 2 days. I mean, just absolute drencher and be freezing cold. And then just a couple days after that, it's supposed to be almost 100 degrees and hot and sunny. So go figure. But anyway, I gave about $1,000 for these three pieces, that cab over there, this frame and bed and cab and front clip, and then the other bed with a few pieces laying inside it. I gave $1,000 for everything. I'm hoping I can make money on it. I'm kind of gambling a little bit. I know a guy that used to buy these beds and the half-ton frames from me, so I'm really hoping I can talk him into buying these. I know they're not super nice, but he's bought way rougher stuff from me in the past and paid fair price for it. I mean, I know it's not high-ticket items, but I think he'll buy those. Absolute worst case scenario, I know I can sell one of these noses, whether I put them together and make one or whether I just use this one over here. I can probably get around $500 for that nose. And then with the doors, I believe there's, what is there, 2, 3 sets of doors. What would that be? I think that would be about $300 or so I could get out of the doors. So there's $800 there. And then this tailgate on here is pretty rough, but I can still get $100 for that probably as a wall hanger. So that's $900. So I'm getting close to my money back there. And then if I can sell even just a few little pieces here or there, or worst case scenario, like I said, oh yeah, forgot the back of the cab over there, I usually get $100 for those. So yeah, there's my $1,000 back. Then if I can sell a few other trinkets, make $100. And then if I can't sell the remnants of these, I can scrap them and make a few $100 more there. So I'm pretty sure I can make about $300, maybe $400 profit. But if I can sell these, this is where the gamble came in. If I can sell these 2 beds, then I should be able to make about $600, $700 profit. That's kind of what I'm hoping. I kind of enjoy these type of videos where I say what I gave for something and what I think I can get out of it. I enjoy talking about that sort of stuff. If you enjoy this type of video, give this video a thumbs up, let me know in the comments. But I don't have any more time to worry about old trucks right now. I've got to get back to the yard. I've got people bringing scrap in today. It's not raining yet, and so everybody wants to sell their scrap now, because once it starts raining, it's probably going to flood, because it rained all day yesterday and the ground is saturated right now. And so if it rains as much as they're saying it's going to rain over the next couple days, it's definitely probably going to start flooding. So I'm going to go put the loader up, and I'm going to hop in the truck and I'm going to fly over there. All right, I didn't record anything here at the yard. I just had tons of people bringing junk in. Got them all unloaded, got it stacked up. I haven't had time to do any crushing today. I think I processed 3 cars and set them beside the crusher, and that's all I got done. The rest of the day I've spent unloading people. But now at this point in time, I'm going down here. I'm going to lock the gates up, and I'm going to go out there and we're going to look at that cleanup job. I don't think there's going to be a lot of stuff there. It's actually a place that I've been a couple times before in my previous videos. If you guys remember all those gigantic air compressors that I bought, that was at that place. And then I don't remember what else we got out there. Some trucks and some other junk. Bunches of stuff out there. I don't know that he has that much left, but he says he has more to sell, so we're going to go out there and see what he's got. Got these 2 trucks here. Bunch of tires, that's always nice. Full of rat's nests and junk. I don't know if the converters are on this one or not. No, it looks like they're gone. I got these 2 trucks. That truck over there might go, maybe. And then that truck over there, it goes, it's just junk. There's a few barrels and odds and ends scrap pieces laying around. Not as much here as there has been in the past. Somewhere out here though, there's some tractors on the other side of this creek, so we're gonna see if we can find those.
Is there mushrooms?
I don't see any. There might be mushrooms out here somewhere, but don't really see anything. Man, that's too bad. If the guy would have found these probably about 3 weeks ago, they would have been good eating. Whole bunch of oysters growing on this old stump. Don't see any morels out here though. Look at all that poison ivy. It's bad out here. I don't see any tractors though. I have no clue where these tractors are supposed to be. Yeah, we're at the other end of the property and I still don't see any tractors. So I'm thinking that maybe they're clear back in the other corner. I don't know. Yeah, there's odds and ends scrap iron laying around. Don't really see a whole lot of iron, but if this tin goes, there'll be some weight there because that tin will add up pretty fast. It's all just cut off pieces. That stack over there is decent, but the rest of this is just scrap. Okay, I'm back at my place now, back on the regular camera, and he was not there. He said just go look at the stuff when we got there, and so we looked at the trucks, kind of looked the iron over. We don't know exactly what goes and what doesn't go. He just said he had some iron back in the trees, those trucks, and then he said he had some tractors. I have absolutely no clue where those tractors are. We even drove around to the back side of the property and looked in there, and we cannot find any tractors on that property. So unless they're hiding somewhere that we just can't find, I don't think there's any tractors there. But I'm back here at my place now. I got a few things I want to check out. Prices of scrap have been falling and falling and falling, so honestly I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to give me a chance to get some stuff done. Like we got this cleanup we got to do real quick, and we've got a couple more cleanups that I've mentioned that we've been needing to get on. We just couldn't afford to shut down to go do them. So now hopefully we can get in there and we can actually get on them. I didn't get that dumpster emptied. I just forgot about it. It would have been nice to get that emptied while prices were up, but oh well, it's just mainly refrigerators and stuff in there, so not a lot of weight. I'm really looking forward to getting this put in the ground. I mentioned what I was going to do with this to you guys, and a lot of people said that'd be really cool, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. That'd be kind of a neat thing. I want to do kind of a series of videos of working on stuff out here, working on this property, building some stuff out here. I don't know, there's something different to do. I know you guys really enjoy the car stuff, and don't worry, I will never quit doing the car stuff. I'll always keep doing car stuff, but I have been doing car stuff for my entire life, so sometimes it gets a little bit boring for me. But I want to put that in the ground. I want to do that. I want to work on my junkyard cabin again. Probably too late at this point to even worry about putting in the wood burning stove, but I'll probably go ahead and get it put in just so it's done for next winter. All that stuff I wanted to do, and prices of steel had to go up and ruin everything. Yeah, I got lots of ideas. I got that combine cab back there behind me. I was going to sell it. I tried to sell it. Didn't have a whole lot of interest. So I think what I'm going to do with that is incorporate it into my junkyard camping cabin condo setup. I don't know exactly what I'm going to build out here yet, but I want to build something just totally unique and random that you don't see anywhere else, just because it's neat sometimes when you go in junkyards and you see things that people have made that are just like, what was wrong with that person when they made that? So I want to be that weirdo that makes that really weird stuff that someday somebody comes in here and they're like, what is that? I'm going to close this video out tomorrow with some crushing cars, but I know it's going to be pouring down rain, so there won't be any talking more than likely or anything like that, unless something really interesting happens that I need to explain. Just get some car crushing action in the rain. And there we go. Got a whole bunch of them stacked up over there. I got some more inside the yard. Got quite a bit crushed today. I didn't film crushing all of them. I mean, when you've seen one car get crushed, you've seen 1,000 get crushed, but I did film some of them. It's been raining off and on, kind of sprinkling, but it's supposed to rain pretty good this afternoon. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now, while it's still somewhat dry, is gather up all these catalytic converters that I've pulled off, and I'm gonna take those and put those in storage. I think we're getting ready to sell a load of those coming up here pretty soon, which by the time you see this, they'll probably already be gone. So I got a lot going on, so I'm just gonna go ahead and turn the camera off here and get to work. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. As always, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day, and remember to get out there and find an adventure. And we'll see you next time.